The following slideshow is designed to give you an insight into what your child will study in English during their first year at Langley Academy. This details what the focus of each typical term might look like, the key knowledge aimed for them to learn, and the core themes and values that surround each topic. The first half of the autumn term features our Pirate Tales elements. During this term, we aim to teach our students the key knowledge behind the creation of both the antagonist and protagonist via the study of our 19th century novel, Treasure Island. Students will learn about characterization and setting through the study of basic literary devices like metaphor, simile, and personification. At the end of this half term, students will be assessed on their ability to analyse fiction based on the methods they have discovered. The overall core value of this module is developing their curiosity for literature. During the second half of the autumn half term, the students delve into the Gothic genre, utilising what they have learnt about the development of character and plot. They will study the genre on a larger scale and how mood is created throughout a whole text. Students will come across terms like pathetic fallacy, mood, tone, and semantic field as they begin to develop their descriptive and narrative writing. The key themes for this module are the Gothic, horror, and the supernatural. And through the study of this, we hope to encourage them to look further into the text and discover the author's intention when crafting the language. In the first half of the spring term, students will receive a copy of our contemporary novel A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. In this novel, a young boy, Connor, faces teenage life at the same time as dealing with the news of his mother's terminal illness. Connor creates for himself this monstrous friend with aim to better cope with his fear and confusion. Once again, the students will study further how an author develops character and plot throughout a whole text and begin to study how these can be used to build action and reach climax for dramatic effect. They will learn more literary devices and ultimately be assessed on their ability to analyse meaning and emotion in the novel. The core value behind this module is to teach the students about empathy. In the latter half of the spring term, our students move away from prose and onto poetry in order to understand how poets create meaning through literary devices. Looking at a collection of works by poets such as Wordsworth, Plath, and Tennyson, they will discover stanzas, voice, and caesura, and explore in more depth the use of poetic devices like personification, metaphor, and simile. Students will be assessed on their ability to analyse poems themed around nature and family. In the second half of the summer term, students take what they have learnt over the years so far and begin to craft their own writing, studying different perspectives and attitudes. Students learn how to inform, explain, and advise in their writing using a variety of persuasive techniques and that they'll learn throughout the term. They'll also look at a variety of forms of creative writing during this module, including learning how to properly write letters, news articles, and rousing speeches as they examine current issues in society and culture. The key value for this half term is teaching the students about tolerance. In the final half term of the year, students get to experience their first proper taste of Shakespeare's work. They'll study the historical context of the man himself and begin to understand the key tenets of a tragedy. The students will examine Shakespeare's method of characterization, setting and mood, ultimately being assessed on their ability to analyse the theme of betrayal within a typical Shakespearean tragedy. The skills they learn during this module will be key to their later learning within the Academy as they go on to study plays such as Romeo and Juliet, Julius Caesar and later Macbeth as part of their GCSE. In addition to the English curriculum, literacy is supported in a variety of ways. Firstly, whole school literacy is supported through the Accelerated Reader programme, which provides reading age testing, comprehension support and reading levels for most children's books. We also have an extensive online library of ebooks and audiobooks through our WeLive e-platform. For more targeted literacy support, we also have our Lexia programme. Thank you for listening.